All right, yesterday it was a party for Ruben Amorim and his boys at the Old Trafford Stadium, winning Southampton by 3-1. On that winning note, I welcome you to the Friday edition of Sport Today on the biggest sporting platform on 103.5 FM. Yes, we are broadcasting live from Bodija here in the beautiful city of Ibadan. Ready to take you through the ever interesting, ever controversial world of sport. To give you the update of all the games that went down across Europe yesterday, both from the Premier League to the Copa del Rey. We look into Real Madrid dramatic win yesterday. We also go to the camp of the Chan Eagles. What do you need to know about the Chan Eagles? I will give you up to speed of all the actions, all the information coming from the Chan Eagles this particular afternoon. Also go to the world of basketball from the NBA games that went down this morning. 5 games went down both from the Western and from the Eastern Conference. A victory for the Clippers, winning away from home 118. And for Sacramento Kings, they find a way to secure victory at home. Just this morning, they recorded 132 points. We'll look into the world of tennis, a victory for Carlos Alcaraz. And just this afternoon, we saw Novak Djokovic in action, securing victory right there in his game. We have plenty of talking points at this beautiful afternoon. We'll talk about the games that will be going down later tomorrow across several centers in Europe. Both from the Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A freshly gone. And from the Premier League tomorrow, we'll be seeing some games where Aston Villa will be playing against Arsenal right there at the Emirates Stadium. We saw what happened last season at the Emirates Stadium where Aston Villa secured victory and denied Arsenal winning the title just last season right there at the London Stadium. It's going to be a big one between West Ham and Crystal Palace. Leicester City up against Fulham, and Liverpool also will be playing against Brentford. And on Sunday, United up against Brighton. Nottingham Forest will take against Southampton. And on Monday Night Football, it's going to be a big one between Chelsea and Wolverhampton Wanderers. We take stories from the local news, also from the NNL to the NWFL, Nigerian Women Football League. These are many more stories that will be coming your way this lovely Super Friday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Ayomiku Adini. Of course, you can simply call me Purity. I'm on the driving seat this afternoon, taking you through what is happening, what is trending, coming from the ever interesting world of sport. Let's start with basketball this afternoon. Shall we update you from the games that went down this morning from the both Western and from the Eastern Conference? Dramatic moments, seeing actions that went down for Sacramento King up against Houston Rockets. What a game that we saw this morning. Sacramento King recording 132 points to 127 points from the first quarter of the game. We saw the Kings, they led by just 1 point, recording 26 points against 25 points. What a game that we saw also in the second quarter of the game. Sacramento King doubled their league, recording 35 points. Also, even though they lost the third quarter of the game, but they find a way to secure victory at the end of the regular time. Shiny Glicious Alessandra produced a drizzling performance as Oklahoma City Thunders avenged their last week defeat by the Clevelands with a crushing victory. The 26-year-old recording 40 points in that game in 29 minutes. What a game that we saw this morning coming from the world of NBA. Of that result that went down, we saw the Clippers up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Clippers winning the game 119. What a game! What a performance from the Clippers. Even though with the fire incident that is going on in the LA, they find a way to secure back-to-back victory on their part. Victory for Indiana Pacers also, and of course for Washington Wizards against the Phoenix Suns. Wizards lost at home to the Suns 130 to 123. What a game. Away from that now, let's go straight to boxing and to give you the latest information coming from the world of boxing. Tucci Al-Sheikh was saying he would rather fix Antonio Joshua and Dalton Wilder now after Tyson Fury has retired from the world of boxing. So probably this year we're going to see one of the biggest fights right there in the world of boxing. between Antonio Joshua and Dalton White. Let's see what will happen. Maybe the fight will happen. Away from that now, quickly, let's go straight to cricket and to give you the updates coming from the ICC on the 19 Women World Cup that will be going down in Malaysia. So Nigeria will kickstart their first game on the 18th of January against Samoa, and of course their second game will go down on the 20th of January against New Zealand, and their last group game will go down against South Africa, one of their biggest rivalry when it comes to sporting activities. The game will be going down on the 22nd of this month, 7:30 a.m. Nigerian time. We wish the guys all the best as they go to the World Cup, ICC on the 19 Women World Cup right there in Malaysia. All right, away from that now, quickly, let's go straight to tennis and to give you the update coming from the Australian Open. Several games upon games. We have a lot of shockers, a lot of surprises. This is tennis. Anything can just happen. Let's take the four stories coming from tennis this afternoon. Carlos Alcaraz plan to draw a tattoo of kangaroo if we win this particular edition of the Australian Open. What a thought he has. Yes, talking about Carlos Alcaraz, he has said that he will draw a kangaroo tattoo if we win the Australian Open, the only Grand Slam title missing from his career. As we speak, the Spain international overcome Portugal Nuno Bruno's 6-4, 6-2, 6-7 right there to win the fourth round right there in Australia. Also, we take other stories coming from tennis this morning. Sad one for Naomi Osaka, retired due to injury in a game right there in Australia, and for Sabalenka claiming victory in a game. And one of the biggest news happened this afternoon, seeing Djokovic securing victory in his game 6-1, 6-4, 6-4. Yes, all the games that went down in the world of tennis, I must confirm to you that we have Paulo Badoza securing victory 6-4, 6-4, 6-3 in his game, and for Aryna Sabalenka winning Clara 7-6, 6-4. All the games that went down from the female category, we saw Coco Gauff against Lena Fernandez. Coco Gauff winning that game 6-4, 6-2. Yes, from the men's category also we have some interesting game. Tommy Paul recording victory 7-6, 6-2, 6-love. And for Carlos Alcaraz, we spoke about that earlier, he won his game in a dramatic fashion. And for Ugo Hubbard also recording victory. All these stories are coming from the world of tennis. A lot to talk about on the show this afternoon. Quickly, let's go straight to football, and starting from the local scene. Ladies first, from the Nigerian Women Football League, the actions that went down just this midweek. We have several games across several centers. In Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, we saw Bayelsa Queen, they were in action against the Queen from Delta. And guess what? The Queens from Bayelsa won the game by a lone goal. Safiat Idris is scoring at the 94th minute of that game. And in Port Harcourt, Rivers Angels up against the Ipoms Angels, the Battle of the Angels. And the Rivers Angels won the game by 2-1. And in Ado Ekiti, Ekiti Queens against Atlant Queens ended in a victory for the home side. 1-0 in favor of Ekiti Queen. Oduayo Olaleye scoring at the 74 minutes of that game. Also, we saw Conference Queen against Remo Stars Lady. The ladies from Remo won the game away from home in a playful fashion, winning that game by 3-1 in Lafia. Nasarawa United Amazon win against Danas Lady by a lone goal. And Adamawa Queens playing a 1-1 draw against Niger Ratters in Benin City. Edo Queens, yes, the reigning champions of the Nigerian Women Football League, against the Abias Angels, won their game, winning that game by 5-0. Miracle Seni scoring first in the game 29 minutes before ACN doubling the league for the Benin Girls. And of course, we saw all the games that went down in Lafayette to Bende, Benue Queen against Robo Queens. Robo Queens won the game away from home by 5-1. What a game that went down in the Nigerian Women Football League. As we speak from the Group A, we have Edo Queen leading the line from just one game. And of course, in Group B, we have Robo Queen topping as we speak. Away from that now, let's go straight to the Nigerian National League, the second tier football right there in Nigeria. Games will be going down later today. 2 games will be decided any moment from now. KB up against Kada Warriors. And of course, we have Beyond Limit to be playing away from home 3 p.m. Nigerian time against 1472 FC. And later tomorrow, we have a whole lot of games to go down. Starting from First Bank against Gateway, Oshu United against ABS FC, Rovers FC up against Maldiva, Solution FC will be in action against Khalifa FC, and of course Sokoto United up against the Mighty Jets. Doma United will be in action against Yobe Data South, and of course on Sunday all that games will go down. Sporting Lagos will be at home against Abakaliki, and of course Gombe United up against Wiki Tories. Abia Comment will be at home against Inter Lagos. These are the games that will be going down later this week, guys. You are seeing on to Sport Today on the biggest sporting platform on 103.5 FM. You can join the conversation live on our Facebook platform at on 103.5 FM. You can also call into the studio line, join the conversation, and let's talk about the games that will be going down later this weekend across Europe. 09151035555. Yes, let's dive into all this conversation. Away from that, now let's take stories from the NFF. NFF announces dates for referees for mid-season training. Yes, it's going to be a very good one, and for the Nigerian Football Federation, they have announced the date for referee mid-season training. It was gathered that the NFF Referee Development Committee has notified MPFL referee and FIFA match official of the dates for the mid-season physical training test. What a good one coming from NFF this afternoon. And for the Chan Eagles,
Oh my God.
yes, that game against Senior Stars, which they won the game by 3-2 in a beautiful fashion, even though the tournament has been postponed till August. So we just have to wait and see what will happen. Good one. We saw Isaac Xavier scoring in that game. Anna Yusuf also getting that goal for the Chan Eagles. And lastly, we saw Utim of Shooting Stars getting the winning goal for the Chan Eagles. As we speak now, the camp is closed for the Chan Eagles. Guys, we'll be going on a short commercial break right about now, and when we return, we'll go straight to Europe to give you the latest coming from the world of transfer. And in Haaland signing a new deal for City, and of course talk about United game and the games that will be going down later tomorrow. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
On the 103.5 FM.
láì dènà pẹnu umrah àti hajj níléeṣẹ́ aljanna travels wẹ̀lẹ́muni alhamdulilayi rabbil alamin gbogbo àwọn tó ń bá wa rìnrìn àjò ló ń kan sára tí wọ́n sì ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba Allah láì kábàámọ̀ nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan ilẹ̀kùn tún ti wá sí fún ìforúkọsílẹ̀ hajj 2025 tó fi mọ́ umrah ramadan tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà dẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí àwọn èèyàn ti ń forúkọsílẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń bá wa rìnrìn àjò ló lè ròyìn pẹ̀lú ìgbádùn àwọn òtẹ́ẹ̀lì tó ṣàrà ọ̀tọ̀ tí ò jìnnà sí haram ní Maka àti Madina oúnjẹ tó dọ́sọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ tó fi mọ́ sí yàrá ọ̀fẹ́ fáwọn alálàájì wa tó bá ti wáyà yẹn má fàkókò játa àmọ́ èyí tó bá wù yín nínú ètò hajj 2025 basic executive standard tó fi mọ́ VIP wà ńlẹ̀ ẹ kàn sí Aljana Hajj and Umrah Services Nigeria Limited lólulẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wa tó wà ní Navada Plaza 140/142 Liberty Road Elewure bus stop Ìbàdàn tàbí kí ẹ pe ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 0904-444-4945 tàbí 0703-711-7801 àṣepé iṣẹ́ bí ẹni fẹ́ràn jẹ̀kọ́ ní hajj àti umrah ní Aljana Hajj and Umrah Services Limited.
The essence of interior design will always be about people and how they live. It is about the realities of what makes for an attractive, civilized, and meaningful home environment. This is our foremost concern at Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, and this is why we stay faithful to your own taste, because nothing you really like is ever out of style. Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, we specialize in importing and delivering quality royal beds, sofas, lights, and doors to every home across Nigeria. We are located inside Dogafort Filling Station, Elewure Junction, Akala Express, Ibadan. Call us up on 080-913-35706 or send a WhatsApp message to 090-445-30230. We don't just sell quality products. Our maintenance team is on standby to give free routine maintenance for a whole year after purchase. Mr. Johnson Furniture, our passion is to bring affordable luxury to every home and offices.
On the 103.5 FM.
Shamesy.
All right, welcome back from that short commercial break. You are still on to sport today on the biggest sporting platform, 103.5 FM. Broadcasting live from Bodija here in the beautiful city of Ibadan. Quickly, let's go to the camp of the elephants. Talking about Enyimba International, they'll be going straight to Egypt to play against Zamalek later this weekend. So it's going to be a very interesting one. It's a must-win game for Enyimba as we speak after playing a draw right there at home against Al Masry. All right, away from that now, let's go straight to Europe. And of course, let's talk about the game that went down yesterday right there at the Old Trafford Stadium. Victory for United. They won the game by 3-0. Let's go to the stadium and listen to the coach of United immediately after that
many
brief
congratulations
game.
on the victory, but what's your overwhelming emotion that you've won a game that for a long time it looked like you might lose?
Yes, we had that feeling. We lost some chances. It was not a great game. We didn't do a great game, but I think after Liverpool and Arsenal, I felt the team a little bit tired. Always late, especially in the first half, and with a lot of problems between the lines. The speed of Suleimana was really hard to catch, and they create some chances also. But then we improve in the second half. They lost some strength because they were doing man-to-man during the pressure. Then we take control of the game, we create chances. You had a feeling that it's going to be hard, but in the end I think we deserve the win.
Were you surprised by Southampton, the fact that they deservedly led and might have scored more than the one goal they managed in the first half?
I was not surprised. I know that this coach puts a lot of intensity. His style is known in Italy. They were stronger in the duels in the first half, but like I said, then the second half they lose some power, and they took advantage of that. And I think the most important thing in this moment is to win, and we do it.
Amad Diallo has scored some big goals for you. A hat-trick tonight, his first in senior football. Just how impressive was he in that final 12 minutes?
Yeah, he did a great job. Even during the game, he has a lot to improve. He played in a different position today. Then in the second half, he took advantage of his ability. Good assists from the players. The last goal was similar from Everton, the recovery. So he did a good job, but he has to prepare for the next game.
He's a young player, obviously, with a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, and he said to us that he felt like somebody needed to step up. How admirable is it that a player of his age, of his stature, is able to contribute in the way that he did?
Yeah, all the players in this team have the same responsibility. He doesn't have to step up. That thing will appear if he do the work, if he train well. Good things going to happen. So he has.
Ruben Amorim, talking about the game that went down yesterday. They won the game by 3-1, and Amad Diallo scoring an hat-trick for United yesterday. Emmanuel is just, making a whole lot of noise after that victory yesterday. So let's see what will happen later this weekend, because they'll be at home against Brighton. Maybe they'll be Brighton enough to secure that victory at home. But then Newcastle United will be at home against Bournemouth, while Brentford will be playing against Liverpool, and Leicester City against Fulham. West Ham will be at home against Crystal Palace, and right there at the Emirates Stadium is going to be a big one between Arsenal and Aston Villa. On Sunday, Everton against Tottenham, United against Brighton, Nottingham Forest will be at home against Southampton, Ipswich Town against City, and of course Chelsea will be in action on Monday Night Football against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Right, in the Spanish La Liga also, action will go down this weekend. Getafe will be at home against Barcelona, and Celta Vigo up against Atletico Bilbao will be going on Sunday. Real Madrid will be in action